Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel and welcome back to another video. So you guys, I'm coming at you right now with a budget update. So it is the 5th of February and we are going into our first full week, but we have paid some bills. So I wanted to update you guys as to what has gone in, what has gone out, and kind of some practices that I'm trying to put into place right now just so that I have good habits throughout the month of February. One of the things I'm trying to do is not randomly spend. I don't want to make a habit of just doing random spending. So, moving into this is the MYMT personal budget worksheet. This is what I have been using for the last several years. It does help to keep me, what I want to say, on track because it tracks by the weeks, and I like that. So I have my monthly payroll deposit at $4,439.39. So this is my regular pay plus an $1,800 bonus that the state gave us. This is not a traditional bonus. This is not a part of my supplement. This is just a bonus that the state gave us. Moving down on the 2nd of February, I actually got a child support deposit at $368.66. Not my normal deposit of $216.46, but we'll take it. Then I transferred in $988. Now, I realized something was wrong with my budget. When I was going in and I was trying to put in all my transactions, I had like $1,500 extra. And I couldn't figure out where the extra money came from. Well, I had actually put in $1,000 for the fence, not remembering that I already had the $1,000 within my payroll deposit, and I didn't have to shift over any money. For the balance of the fence, what I did was I went to the bank and got a cashier's check for the balance, right? So I had to pay for the first part of the deposit using my card. And when he ran my card, it actually did a 7% charge, which was a lot of money on the money that I paid because I had to do 50% of the fence. And when I found that, I didn't know that ahead of time, or I would have had a check. When I found that out, I said, okay, I'm not paying this amount of money twice. So I went to the bank, and the bank was very gracious and did a cashier's check. I mean, I had the money in my account, and I would have gladly ran my card, but not to pay the amount of service charge that I paid. Because when I looked at my bank, I was like, what in the devil is going on? Good thing I was able to cover it, but that was not the initial, that was not what I was supposed to, that was not half, that was a service charge, and I'm not paying that twice. But when I got to doing my budget, I kept thinking, why do I have an extra $1,000 in this account or in this budget? And that was why. So I actually took out that $1,000 that was in funds transferred because that thousand is already counted for in the 4,439,000. And then I just transferred over the $988 for Jackson to get his to pay off that doctor's bill. So I did ask about the early payoff discount. They no longer do that. They no longer have the early payoff, and I guess because so many people weren't early paying off, or they don't have insurance, and so I don't know what the. All I can say is we are living in a different time than what we were 2 years ago. So no early payoff, but I had the money in that account. I'd been saving it for quite a while, and I was glad that I had it. With that being said, that gave me a total income that I was dealing with of $5,765.05. So moving down now to talk about what has been paid. And you guys have seen this before. So I'm going to take you to my weekly sheet just so you can kind of see how this populates. So when you start working in the weekly sheet, it populates to these yellow boxes on this main budget sheet. So this and this date is wrong. That date is wrong. So I'm going to rename that. Okay, you guys. So I had the date wrong on at my bottom sheet, so I just fixed that. So what I'm doing now is I'm looking at my weekly sheet. This is my first sheet that starts January the 30th, which was that actual first week of February, and then it goes to February the 5th, which is today. So here are all of my accounts. Now, if you notice, the total boxes are in yellow. These total boxes correlate to the first sheet. So you don't have to put money on the first sheet. You're putting it in the weekly, and then it is populating to the first sheet automatically for you. So I paid my mortgage. Um, well, let's say on Monday, I was supposed to pay 1140 was half of the fence. They did a $79 service charge to run my card. And I said, no, ma'am, you will not get an extra $160 out of Shakima. No, ma'am. I wish I had known that in the beginning. I'd have run over to the bank and gotten a check because I don't have personal checks in the I don't just who's doing checks these days. So um I paid $1,219.80 for my half of the deposit. That was on Monday. Then I had my heating and air I paid on Tuesday at 148.44. On Wednesday, I ended up paying my water and sewer bill, 101.32, the cell phone bill at $70, and then the internet was 74.99. I didn't get to pay my mortgage until Thursday. I went to pay it Wednesday night, but it was very late, and so they had shut the computer system down until the next day, so I didn't get to pay it until the next day. Okay, so I finally got Alana signed up for the gym, right? So she has her Health Ways, her True Fit. So she now has her Tibia. She now has her gym membership, which is $29 a month. And like I said, as long as that's in child support, we'll pay that no problem. So she's good to go. Jackson's homeschool curriculum, I have, instead of taking it out piecemeal per time, what I just did a couple months ago was I just started taking it out of the very first child support, which is $50. And we just took that out. Now it's in his account and we are good to go. So far, we've only had dance lessons taken out because they take it out ahead. We have not had piano lessons. Her piano teacher had some more illness in her family. Her daughter's husband, so her son-in-law was sick again with something, and so they ended up having to go out of town to help take care of the children. So we have not had a piano lesson. Moving down, then I did my groceries. I ended up at 371.31, 374.31 for my regular groceries, and I've divided that up. Then I had $75 for my summer groceries, and then $25 for grocery preps. Moving down, I have $40 for personal care. That was hair care for me and for Jackson. And then I actually took $80 out of the child support, which I'm paying myself back for dance to get my nails done. And it didn't cost $80, but that was an even number to get out of the bank. And then I just had a little spending money in my purse. Okay. The 987.67 was Jackson's ER bill from September 21 because we were still waiting for the insurance to cover what they were going to cover. So now that is paid. It's all paid in full. We don't owe anything. I did get a doctor's bill today for Alana, and I couldn't figure out why I got a doctor's bill. So it's very important that you keep up on your finances. This was a day we didn't even go to the doctor. I'm like, why are they sending me a doctor bill? So I asked her. She had a nutrition appointment. We have never paid for a nutrition appointment, and we are not paying for a nutrition appointment. But the nutrition appointment was Zoom. It was via Zoom. So I don't know if the clinician put it in, but because they sent us another letter saying, we see that you don't have insurance. Here's a program you might qualify for. Alana has insurance. So I'm calling on Monday to make sure that they file her insurance for that visit. We are not paying. We have never paid. It goes along with her endocrinology. So that's all a part of that, that the hospital, that her insurance pays for anyway. So I don't know. Normally when we go, we check in at the front desk and the lady behind the desk takes care of everything. This was just a Zoom visit with the nutritionist, and I don't think she knew what she was doing. But I'm calling on Monday. My daughter has insurance, and I'm not paying this bill. And I will say that that thing really bothered me because I'm hyper vigilant on my budget just because I've been in debt before and I know what that feels like and I don't like that feeling. And so when I saw that, I racking my brain like she hasn't been to the doctor. Somebody must have used her name, her no, how did they get my card? And then I asked her, I said, well, what did we do on the 24th? Because I'm trying to remember. I actually had to pick up Acro from the airport. So I was off and she had a Zoom appointment because to get to her nutritionist and her endocrinology appointment is a long way from our house. And it was just easier knowing I had to get him from the airport to do a Zoom meeting this time because normally we go. And normally we go on a different day than her endocrinology appointment. So we've tried to fix it now so that she goes to one and then right to the next one. So I'm not having to come back and forth because where I work and then have to get her is almost like an hour away to get from work to where they need to go, and then back is another half hour. So it's a lot of time. So I was like, can we do something different this time? And we did it via Zoom. And we've done Zoom meetings before. Like I said, I just don't think she knew how to code it right. So I'm calling on Monday because I'm not paying that bill. We have insurance, and I've never paid for a nutritionist appointment ever. So I'm going to get that taken care of. So I put money into the kids' accounts. Normally I put $25 each child support, but this was a little bit more than normal. So I put 65 each in each kid's um um savings account. That's probably a little more than I should have put in. Right. I should have maybe put 50. I just wanted to make sure I have what they need. So they only need $35 each now to make up their $100. If I put more in there, that's fine. If I don't, that's fine. But I put $65 in each kid's savings. Then I did gas. I actually did gas last night, which was Friday. So let me think. What did I put? It's probably $40 more in my tank. I had to put gas on Tuesday, and then I had to put gas on Friday. I drive a lot, y'all. From where I live to where I need to get to work and then back 5 days a week, I spend a lot of money in gas, and gas is up again. Moving down, so I did tithe and offering off of my initial paycheck. And then I also did tithe and offering off of the child support. And so, every single dollar, I don't care where it comes, PayPal, Cash App. My son sent me a Cash App for my birthday. Um, several people, friends of mine, one of the ladies from my church sent me a Cash App for my birthday. Whatever monies come in, the first thing I do is tithe off of that. Now, you may not see it on this budget because it was just a lot to keep up with. This is just my paycheck stuff, right? And my child support. I did not have to, like, I got a gift card for $25 from one of my friends from church. I'm not putting that on here because then I just have to say, okay, it was a gift card, then I have to take it back out. It's too much. So for what the purposes of this budget is what I bring in as far as my paycheck and then as far as the child support that comes in for the kids. And that was all that went out for this week. So all in total, for the week, the first week, I spent $5,290.15. So then going back to our budget at a glance sheet, I'm now able to see, what was paid. So my mortgage is paid, my electric is paid, my water and sewer, the cell phone, internet is paid. The fence is done. Mr. Jerome, which is my lawn guy, he's coming out Monday to help me with a garden project and a few things out in the yard. I still, let's see, Healthways Gym came out for Alana because I had to pay her first um, month, but they did waive her enrollment fee because I have a code that takes off that fee because I'm already a member. So if you have Blue Cross Blue Shield and you want to sign up for this and they are not offering to waive your fee, your sign on fee, let me know. I have a code. I'd be happy to pass it along. It'll save you $29. Um, Homeschool is done. Piano lessons are done. Groceries are all done. Personal care is taken care of. Jackson's doctor bill is done. Savings for the kids is done. Gas, that takes me down to tithe and offering was 724. I haven't put anything in savings just yet. I'm trying to make sure all my bills clear out first. And then if there's anything remaining, I will dump that into savings. And then my business expenses, I haven't paid that yet, but I do have money in my business expense account in my Capital One 360. So that gave us a total spent of $5,290.15 and leaves us 505.90. Now, I kept thinking to myself because that was saying 1505.90. I'm like, well, I don't have an extra $1,000. So I fixed it because the initial $1,219 for the fence was already counted in the $4,439. I hope I'm making sense with that. But and then the rest of it, the remaining, I actually just had a cashier's check done at the bank. Worked out fine. But if I go back up and look at some things that I have not done just yet, right? Just to talk about the things that have not been done as of yet. I have not done anything in any sinking fund. So my household repairs fund is not done. My Roth is not done. Amazon Prime, which is a new category, is not done. PureFlix is not done. Oh, I did pay Jackson's his tuition came out for his taekwondo. So let me fix that. Taekwondo for Jackson. That's already come out. It came out yesterday. I'll take us back to my main budget sheet. See, all I did was type it in on the weekly and it showed up on the main. Camera fund is not out. That's actually going to be my new computer. I'm going to get a computer first before I get the camera. Although one of my friends said I could hook up an HDMI to my flat screen, but we tried that and for some reason it's not showing up. I'm probably doing something wrong, but I'm going to have to figure that part out. Moving down, I still have piano lessons that have not come out. Dance is done. Moving down, I don't have any eating out expenses. My sister paid for my meal. We went out with some friends last night. My sister got my meal. My PO box is not done, and we're starting over on the PO box simply because I just paid. I just paid to renew at the end of January. My chiropractor bill has not come out. Remember, I only paid for Jackson, and I had that money sitting in a sinking fund, just waiting for the bill to come. So that's already paid. I still have some money to put in the kids' savings. I don't have any money in Gracie's yet. None of my sinking funds, oil change, tires, car insurance, sister's car, which I hope to begin that very soon. I have not done that ministry. I have not put anything in savings, and I haven't paid my two business expenses that I have. So right now we're at $5,459.15, leaving us $336.90 left. So I still have some gas I got to get, and then a couple other things that have not come out yet. So it's very important to really spend time with your budget all the time, because if you don't, something might come through or something's, even your bills, when they come in, analyze them. Where does this come from? Why is this here? I'm not real sure. This doesn't look right. I need to go back and figure this out. Analyze your bills so that you know exactly what's coming in and coming out. The only way you gain power over the debt is to gain power over the debt, right? The only way that you know that your money is working for you is to work your money constantly, not obsessively. That's different, but in a watchful eye. Immediately when you get money, write it down or put it in. Immediately when money goes out, write it down or put it in. That way you're not trying to remember 3 days later or 5 days later or what day was that again? You're not trying to do any of that. And I've done that. I'm preaching to the choir because I've done it, right? But that's just a way to make sure that you are accounting for every single thing that comes in and every single thing that goes out. So anywho, you guys, that's the budget update. It's quick, short, to the point. Take a hold of your finances. Don't allow your finances to keep a hold of you. You can do this just like I can. I do want to thank you guys so much for stopping by. If you found this video helpful, be sure and thumb it up. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you guys next time. Bye now.